the Mayan Cacao Company in Cozumel, Mexico. Don't get me wrong, I love going to Mexico, but these COVID-19 travel restrictions are brutal. The only way I could get back home was jumping my car over the border wall. So today I'm in Cozumel, Mexico, and I'm going to give you a quick little look at the Mayan Cacao Company's factory tour. Now, this isn't the first chocolate factory tour that I've ever been on, but I will say that this is probably the most comprehensive one I've ever seen. They really do go into a lot more depth than most factory tours, and it's a walking tour that's going to last you, a good 2 hours, which is really impressive. Here we're watching the traditional ceremony of the Mayan people for renegotiating the NAFTA trade deal. I was really impressed with the ceremony and the negotiating tactics. A lot of people who come here, they don't realize that it requires 15 human sacrifices for each candy bar that you buy at the Mayan Cacao Company, which is why each candy bar costs about $9. They have to properly compensate the next of kin for the 15 virgins that they threw into volcanoes. If you're a big fan of chocolate like I am, you're going to really love the place. It's got this atmosphere, the smell of chocolate is literally in the air, and it's just an amazing experience for chocolate lovers. You'll notice at the bottom of the table is what happens to the gringos that don't pay the admission at the front gate. In Mexico, they don't believe in guard dogs. Instead, they have these guard birds, which will viciously tear apart trespassers with their large beaks. All kidding aside, this really is a fun experience. It reminds me a lot of going to, Universal Studios and going on one of those studio tours where you see the movies behind the scenes. This has that vibe, and I really did feel like this was a lot more fun than it normally would be at most chocolate tours. The Mayan people back in the day actually used chocolate for their currency. So what was the bottom line for the Mayan Cacao Company's tour? It was one of the best chocolate tours I've ever been on, and I've been on quite a few. There's a lot more showmanship that you see on this tour where they mix the Mayan culture and traditional dances with basically what is homemade chocolate. There's a lot of interaction where you can taste the different iterations of the chocolate throughout the manufacturing process, as well as a lot of interesting shows and audience experiences. So when it comes to comparing this factory tour to a chocolate factory in the United States, there's really no comparison. This is just a lot more compelling. If you liked today's episode, please like and subscribe.